Hey guys, welcome to another video. So in the last two videos, I show you how you can perform prediction with using Orange data mining software without any coding at all. So now you basically know that you can actually perform data analysis or data science without using any programming language. But do you know that you can also do the same thing for image classification? And in this example, I'm going to show you how you can do that. So we are basically going to provide some trained image to a model in the Orange data mining tool. And then after that, we are going to give it some test image so that it will be able to recognize what kind of image it is. And if you haven't downloaded Orange data mining tool, feel free to go to its website, download it according to your operating system, install it, take a couple of minutes, configure it, install it, and then after that, feel free to go to this kaggle.com, register yourself, and then download this data set, which is called flowers recognition. So in this data set, you can just click the download button, and then you will have the data set. Inside the data set, you will see that you will have 4242 images of flowers, including daisy flower, how do you pronounce it, dandelion, rose, sunflower, and tulip. So yeah, feel free to download it into your local computer, and then after that, we are going to go to Orange, and then this is how it will looks like at the end of the tutorial, in which you will have something like this in order to predict whether a new image belongs to which category of flower. I have also created a GitHub repository which I will also add in my Orange file at the end of the tutorial. Clear. And remember to also go to my GitHub repository to download the test image. And this test image is actually a rose. Yeah, this is a bouquet of flower that I give to my wife during our anniversary. So you won't find this image anywhere on the internet. It is so unique that is good for this example, because the orange in the Orange data set, there is no this image at all. We can use this image to test how well is our model in doing the classification. So download that, and then let's go to Orange and clear up all this. So in order to have these image analytic models, you will need to go to options and then add-ons. And then from here, you need to check the image analytics add-ons and then click OK. I have already done that, so if you haven't done that, go ahead and do it. It will take a couple of minutes, and remember to restart your Orange after it is installed. So after that, you can start to import image. Double click and then select the folder in which you will have the flowers that you download from Kaggle website. So in this case, I have this folder. Inside there are 4,242 image, including 5 different types of flowers. So I will select this folder and then select folder, and then we will process all the image that you have in that folder. It will take a while depending on how fast your computer is operating, depending on the RAM of your computer. Yeah, so you can see that after it has processed it, it tells you that yeah, you have 4,223 images inside 5 different categories. So in order to view this image, you can actually use something called image viewer, which is a part of function of this image analytics package. Okay, so now it's done. If you double click the image viewer, okay, so now it's done. If you double click the image viewer, you will be able to see that yeah, all the images in that particular folder. So if you close this, and then after that, in order to process our image for the purpose of analysis, we have to use something called image embedding. So this will also take a while, and I'm going to pause the video and let it process it, and then after that I will come back. Okay, so now the image embedding is done. If you look at the data table, if you double click it, you can see that for each picture we will have an image name, size, width, height, and also in addition to that we have 2047 different attributes. So this is the result of image embedding, and we are going to use these features for the purpose of classification later. And after that, go ahead and select test and score. At this point of time, we won't have any classification accuracy because we didn't import any model yet. So I will go to model, and then I will import logistic regression, and I will also import, for example, random forest. So I will connect these two models to the test and score and let it do the calculation. It will take a while depending on the speed of your computer. Alright, so now the test and score is done. If you double click it, you can see that our random forest has a classification accuracy of 77.2%. Then the logistic regression has a classification accuracy of 89.5%, which is higher than random forest. So in this example, we're going to use logistic regression for the purpose of prediction. And following test and score, you can actually use confusion matrix to see how this model was doing. So in the confusion matrix, you can see logistic regression. If you click the select correct, it actually did correctly for 3,867 images, and then it did wrongly for 456 images, which is pretty accurate. But then for random forest, the classification accuracy is much lower. So if you go back to logistic regression and then we want to see what images that it has classified incorrectly, we can select misclassify, and then from here we can actually use the image viewer to see those images which are not being classified correctly. So these are the images. You can see, yeah, some of the images are not very clear, and that's why the model is not able to classify correctly. So now we have selected the model that we want to use for the prediction. We can actually pull a root from the image embedding, and then we can select logistic regression. And then from here we can actually say that we want to do a prediction. But to do a prediction, you will have to import the image that you want to predict. So in this case, I will go back to import image. Then I will select the a folder called test folder, and then inside there is a bouquet of flower which I want the model to guess or to predict what kind of flower it is. So select the photo, and then you can use image viewer to see the image, which is the image that you can download from my GitHub repository. And then after that, you will need to do the image embedding as well. Since it is only one image, then it will be pretty fast. And after that, just go ahead and connect image embedding to the prediction. And now we are done. If you just go ahead and click the prediction, you'll be able to see that our logistic regression has predicted this image to be a bouquet of rose, which is correct. Cool. So now it seems that our model is doing pretty well in predicting the image in terms of classifying what kind of image it is. So what you can do next is to go ahead and put in all the flowers, the image that you want the model to analyze, and that's all for the classification. So I have basically shown you how you can use Orange Data Mining 2 to perform image classification without using any coding at all. Initially, image classification might sound like very difficult or impossible to be done without using any coding for you, but then now you have understand that we can actually use Orange Data Mining 2 to easily do image classification within few minutes. So if you like my video, feel free to click the like button, follow my channel, and if you would like to see more videos about doing any data analysis or data science without using coding at all, feel free to comment below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.